Twitter has been an interesting journey for me because when we started the show, everybody was tweeting all the time, and I was like, no, I'm just not interested because I'm a very private person, and to me, I couldn't get into Twitter for a very long time, and just recently I joined because I finally decided, you know what, if I can maybe use it for something good, then I'll open up a Twitter account, and it's been unbelievable. Not only have people supported the show and have supported Kenzie, and we get to interact and have fun, and I get to talk to the fans and keep them updated, but they've been supportive of causes that I support in my own life, and that has meant the absolute world to me. That strangers that I don't know, I've never met all over the world, are spending their time and energy helping me, do what I love and fight for what I believe in. It's been a real nice connection to have, which I never thought I would. I always kind of looked down on Twitter, and I was like, well, who cares if I'm getting a coffee at the store? I mean, I don't get it. But now I see what it is, and I have a new appreciation for social media, definitely.
What's the geekiest thing about you?
The geekiest thing about me? I am... Chris Holden-Reid would probably answer this question well, because me and him, anytime we're together, we're like the clumsiest people, and he sees my inner dork on set all the time. I think I'm really shy, but I'm really weird. It's hard to explain. If for people that know me well, I'm just a very weird person, but clumsy. I think maybe that's the dorkiest thing about me. I'll think on that. No one's ever asked me that before, because I always think I'm such a dork. But what exactly are the inner workings of that dorkiness that I have to think about?
One thing that I do notice in pretty much every episode, I love at least one, if not everything that you're wearing.
Yeah.
Everything, I love all the things. So do you get to keep some of it? And also, do you have any sort of influence where you talk to the wardrobe people and say, oh, it'd be fun if we could wear something like this, or maybe wear something like that together?
We've been very lucky because Ann Dixon, who created the look of the show and of these characters, has been was always nothing but open and collaborative, and being able to come in from day one and work with someone so gifted and talented and always looking for the next step. That's what I want to bring into Kenzie's look always, is what can we do to take this to the next level. And in season 4, it's been fun being able to go, listen, we've been doing this for 3 years, this has been working, how can we raise it to the next level, whether with hair, color, cuts, designers that she wears or not designers, or mixing in, grunge style with glamour, which has become, a theme with Kenzie, I think, ever since season 2, just really glamoring it up. It's always been a great process, and I get to bring a lot of Ksenia into Kenzie and her fashion, because I'm such a lover of it. My high heel staple, that's, Kenzie wears high heels, they're like her slippers, and that's my thing too, so it's been a great process, and I always want to take everything home. I can't, because I'm already like a traveling circus with my suitcases everywhere, and I have a lot of stuff, so I'm like, okay, I have to stop wanting to take everything, but I always have that desire, definitely.
Do you feel very protective with your character?
In what way?
To keep that in line, the background, the story, where it's going to develop?
I do. I think all of us do. I think we just want to make sure that our characters are going places where we, hopefully intuitively want them to go. After you play a character for so long, it's like your baby, and that character really, after all these years, better than anybody. We're lucky that we have a great team that's collaborative, so we get to talk about everything and really plan out, the stories for the characters. But yes, I would fight to the death to protect her and make sure that anything she says, anything she does is something that I truly feel that she would say or do. So anytime that we don't feel that way, or maybe we see a line in the script or an emotion and we go, we don't feel that, this character would say that or feel that, the writers are very respectful and just, they know that we love these characters and just want what's right for them.
Is there a moment coming up in the next season where you're able to fans of Kenzie?
Yes. It's in the first episode of season 4, and I wish I could tell you about it because it's so cool. But what I can say is that it was not an easy feat. There was something that myself and 2 other characters had to do that was close to impossible. Everybody told us that we needed doubles because this was going to be physically impossible for us to do. And after a lot of hard work and stress and strain, we did it, and we feel so proud. And I can honestly say it's one of the best experiences I've ever had since day one on Lost Girl. So I'm really proud of it and excited for people to see. And I wish I could tell everyone what it is, but I can't.
What's been your kind of favorite type of fae that's been on the show so far, and are there any kind of creatures or mythologies that you'd like to see explored?
They always surprise me, the writers. The fact that everything is based in real mythology, I think that's so awesome. So I fully trust them, and any new creatures that they bring in, I'm always super excited and just always waiting for the next one because it just makes everything so fun. I'm a huge fan of the mesmering that Vex does. I've always been. And I'm trying to think, we've had so many on the show. I think the concept of creatures feeding from humans, like emotionally, is a wicked concept. And to this day, like, I've not gotten bored of that. We have the vampires and the werewolves and all of that. But the fact that someone can feed off your happiness or your jealousy or your greed, that's just a very different concept and always, keeps me on my toes and keeps me thinking. You felt it behind you.
So have you ever had any storyline requests that you have actually brought to them and go, hey, can we do this? And they said, yeah, we'll do this.
Yeah.
Any specifics on
the Kenzie-Nate relationship, I really was very passionate about and had specific ideas of how I wanted it to go. I wanted it to be deep and heartbreaking, and I didn't want it to be just, an easy fling. So that was something that I fought for, and I'm very lucky Jay Firestone, our producer and creator, he listens to me and he listens to what I'm good at in my own life, and we try to use the opportunity to bring that into the show. In season 3 I got to drum a little bit, little fun things like that give Kenzie that extra little flair and personality. In season 4 we definitely try to bring a lot of that in. So he has been wonderful, and our writers have been wonderful in bringing my passions from my own life into the show.